Welcome to 2274 Queens Way here in Kings Lake. We are checking out this beautiful listing. I cannot wait to take you inside. I want to show you the street because it is a wonderful neighborhood, conveniently located near downtown Naples and the beaches of Naples. It's pretty much a hidden gem sometimes. You know, the fees in here are in the mid 400s, and that is a year. So they're right around $450 a year. So that's awesome. Things to point out here. Let me tell you, the owner has done everything to take care of this home and maintain it. In fact, she just had an inspection before we listed it. She fixed everything that came up in that inspection report, and you're more than willing to take a look at it. Here is 2021 new shingle roof. Yes, indeed. New shingle roof. So check that box. There is flood insurance required in the Kings Lake community. So you will need to get a flood insurance quote. And she has extra parking on the side. Let's just take a quick peek over here. Extra parking on the side, and then over there hidden behind, don't worry, I'll get to it eventually, there is a full house generator. And it is a full house, like it is system ready to go. The minute the lights go out, the electricity goes out, it clicks on. It is on standby notice. It's on gas, and right there she keeps it filled. So they come out and they have a system. The sensor goes off. It says it's getting low. They come out and refill it. Great during hurricanes. If you have any kind of issue with hurricanes and needing the electricity to come back on, you're covered. 3 beautiful archways leading into this, I'm going to call it Mediterranean Floridian style. And everything you see in this home comes with it. The owner is an interior designer who created this space, and she wants you to feel like you are just walking right into your home. Are you ready to see inside? Let's go take a look. As we go into the home, first thing I want to point out is, check this out. Hurricane impact glass right here at the front door. And we're going to go inside, and all of the windows are hurricane impact resistant. So as we enter into the foyer, we have 6x6 tiles on the floor. Carpeting. This carpeting is commercial level carpeting. Beautifully accessible. So if you are in a motorized chair or a wheelchair, you are going to love this home along with this carpet. And for those of you with children, multi-generations, we talked about this. If you have children, you're going to love the carpet because when you spill something, guess what? It just kind of beads up because it's sealed and you can just wipe it right off. So as we come in, we have the entertaining room, formerly known as a living room, like a formal living room. Ceilings are about 10 feet high. There's your front door, your access. You have your closet there, your coat closet. You're going to have the primary bedroom over here. As I turn, you're going to be in your formal dining room. Again, these are hurricane impact resistant windows. Now, what I want to point out, as I told you, everything comes with this home. So right down to the dishes you see, everything comes just as you have it. But what I want you to know is that this table comes with 2 leaves. They're hidden behind here. And you can extend this out so you can see how much space you would have in this formal dining. This side of the house is going to have the guest bedrooms, the laundry. This is the best room. It is the enclosed sunroom that gives the extra square footage in here. It's completely under air. We are looking at 3,500 square feet. So let's go into the primary bedroom. You can see we do have some wallpaper here, and the owner has graciously labeled every single light fixture switch so you know exactly what it does. I just want you to understand how much she pays attention to the detail of what she's done in this home. This is a king size bed. Look at the size of it because it has 2, not nightstands, but dressers on either side. We have a tray ceiling up above. These doors are the French doors with a ramp that is very easy to remove. and you can go right out to that enclosed sunroom with panoramic views. I can't wait to show it to you. Now, as we move over, we have 2 closets. They have the pocket door. And I love this little touch that she did here. I think it just gives it a little personality for privacy in the bathroom. Similar to kind of a barn door. But you see you have the space up above. I love this. I love this little touch here. Tile on the floor here. Now, as we come into the closet, you may be wondering what is happening up here. I love this little extra that she did. For those of us that might be more vertically challenged, you simply pull this down and you can put your clothes on there on the hanger like this one, and then it will go back up. So it makes all this extra space accessible. See, I told you, beautifully accessible. This is where you can keep your jewelry. See, I told you she was an interior designer. She's won awards for this home. So she's kept everything staged perfectly for you. Here's the closet, which we have a valet hook here and over here. More jewelry space. You could do purses and you could do shoes. But what's great is, look, it's adjustable. So you can move it around. Now, let's head into the bathroom. So we have 2 sinks, dual sinks. One is slightly higher, lots of cabinets and extra space along either side. See, it's on this side as well. And then we have a lower one for roll-up accessibility. We have a shower, completely roll-in ready. It has 2 drains, the linear drain and then the main drain. And get this, my lovelies, look at this. This is a remote control for the shower. So you can be in bed, get your shower going, and it will remember the temperature you like, the pressure you like. And as I said, the owner has checked everything before we listed it to make sure it's all in wonderful working order. But just look at these closets, the cabinet space that you have here. There's nothing that she did not do to get this ready for you. Okay, I gotta catch my breath. We're on the other side of the house. I told you 3,500 living square feet under air. This is your laundry room with access to the garage. Washer and dryer are in great shape. They are newer. Over here, we have the tub sink. Let's just take a peek out here at the garage. It is spacious. You have access over here on the side, and you're gonna have some storage area as well. There is attic access up there. The water heater, featured here to my left, is 2020. The AC system, the main AC is 2020. The split for the sunroom is 2021. Frequently serviced, well-maintained. I will show you where the mini split is. We have got to get into the kitchen next. This is for those that love to cook and have a multi-generation. Are you ready to dig into this? This kitchen is in its own right a masterpiece. The owner won 2 awards for accessibility and functionality along with beauty in this kitchen. So you have your breakfast nook over here. You're sitting, your dining area. This here is a secondary prep area, could be primary prep area as well. And it has roll-up accessibility. It has a sink that is reachable. So again, multi-generation. If you had a child who was wanting to wash their hands before dinner or helping you to cook, look at this. You can turn the faucet on like this. And then over here, look at this. You can pick it up. The faucet moves around, easy to use. Down below, they have more cabinets down there. This is granite, and I'm gonna get into this granite countertop here in a moment. Now, let's just turn for a moment. Remember, that's your laundry room. This is your pantry. It is a custom built pantry with adjustable shelves. So everything can be moved around. We have tile on the floor in here. This is engineered wood, maple colored. The cabinets in here are a walnut color. Backsplash is tile. And she made sure that the tiles were all perfectly even, that nothing was split. So if you're a person who likes detail, this is the place for you. The detail goes on and on. Lots of cabinets again. Now, 2 ovens, but I want to point out to you what makes it so different. Most ovens are going to have the door on top to pull it down. This one, both of these, have them where they open all the way up to the side. Down there is your warming pan oven as well. And then here's the stovetop. You might not think this is the most exciting thing in the world, but I'm about to change your mind. Again, accessibility is key. Look at that. Easy access. Whether it's rollability, or it's someone of smaller stature. Maybe it's a child learning the delights of culinary cooking. This is perfect. Perfect. Easy to use. Something I want to point out again, the details the owner put into this. This is Japanese pool tile. Isn't it beautiful? You can see it here as well. But we're not done in the kitchen. Where's the dishwasher? Well, their Bosch dishwasher is right here. And the owner wanted to make sure that all space was used. She didn't want to put any knickknacks down there underneath the dishwasher. So she had another drawer installed. Now let's talk about the granite. Again, if you're a nitpicky person like I am, sometimes you look at the granite and there's a seam, right? A seam where it ends and the next piece begins. Nope, not here. The owner made sure it was one full block, so no seams. It is a beautiful 3-sink kitchen sink, 3 with accessories. Okay. Oh, gotta love garbage. Look at that. It's just a press and go. So I can just press it, boom, closes. And soft touch. Let me show you. Soft touch. Of course it's gonna stop. There we go. Soft touch, complete. So many details, including the kitchen appliance garage. All right, so if I lift this up, guess what's behind door number 1? The coffee maker. What's behind door number 2? The microwave. And door number 3, what do we have? The toaster. But again, the owner is so oriented to detail. She made sure this has a 4-plug outlet over here. Each one has its own outlet. So there's even one. Let's just take a peek in here. You can see there's that outlet. This one has the 4. Okay, look at that. Amazing. Let's look at the fridge. We have cubed and crushed ice. We have a fridge drawer. We have the freezer. Okay. The fridge actually has twin cooling, so very similar to Sub-Zero. This is its own airspace. Freezer is its own airspace. This kitchen checks all the boxes. You have slider access out here. Now these are not impact because you don't need them. It's overkill. All of those windows, the door, are impact. We are going to go into this beautiful sunroom in a moment. I want to point out before I go in, this is called Tongue Groove Southern Pine Ceiling. The owner paid about $18,000 just for the ceiling. Okay, so we have the wainscoting with the chair rail. All of the colors are a neutral, warm feeling. And again, all the artwork, everything you see comes with this property, so you can move right in. Again, we have the commercial grade carpet here. Now, this is an interesting little factor. These are skylights. There are 3 in the house. They've all been replaced. Look how beautiful they are. They've all been replaced when they did the new roof. And guess what? Not only are they hurricane impact, they are also, according to paperwork, ready for small missiles. So in case that's a concern of yours, we do have that in writing from the manufacturer. Now, these are going to be the 2 guest bedrooms and the guest bath. What I want to point out is that the owner was using these as office space. Everything is removable, nothing is built in, okay? So you have all of this space to use in the bedroom. Here is your guest bathroom. And this is a tub shower combo. As we roll in here, this is what the owner deems her conference room. Obviously, you could have a nicely sized bed right here. Again, none of these shelves are built in. Everything is removable. And this wallpaper that's up here, it was actually, she had all her awards up here. So when she would put awards up here, she didn't want to put the holes. And so this wallpaper is really good for hanging items without having that look of things being hung on the wall. Okay, here's that hurricane impact windows. There is the standby whole house generator. Isn't that exciting, y'all? You do not appreciate this until you hit a hurricane in Florida. And yes, they do come occasionally. There is the AC system 2020, okay? Or the 2021 on the AC system. My apologies. We have all docs on file, whatever you're interested in knowing about. Now, you might be wondering, why is this here instead of the doors? Well, she wanted it to be more accessible. So what do we have for this? Look at this, my friends. Remote controls. And watch this. There it goes. But you can always put the doors back on should you need to. But look, I want to point out there is a full desk here, a table with 4 chairs, and there is plenty of roomability. I don't know if that's a word, but you can movability in here. So you could have all kinds of furniture in here. Let's go back out into our gathering room. There's those skylights. And we have one more guest bedroom back here. So total of 4 bedrooms and a guest bathroom right over here. We have a nice guest bathroom here. It is shower only. Let's just take a peek so you can see it. Shower only. Okay. And another guest bedroom. Right now there's a full bed in here. You could easily get a queen. So you can see the space. Look at the view. Eastern exposure over the lake. Look at this home. Like I said, she spared no expenses. Wait till we get into that sunroom. Okay, this has got to be the best and my favorite room. This is a completely enclosed, everything was permitted, sunroom space. It has a split, an AC split. It is just over there. She has a custom cabinet hiding it so it's not ugly and just sitting out there for anyone to see. Panoramic views through these hurricane impact windows. The pergola out here. You could just sit here, have a nice cup of coffee, meditate by the lake. Over here, you could get yourself a nice grill. Plenty of space for entertaining. So much you could do. You could have a pool put in. There is room. You could have a pool. Remember, the ramps all are easily removable. So you have access to the home. Here is the primary bedroom. This is the entryway. This is kitchen. The gathering room. Okay, or family room, whichever one you prefer. Again, this is called tongue and cheek Southern Pine ceiling. She paid about $18,000 for it. Again, all of these are hurricane impact. Now, You might be wondering, what is behind here? Well, when she redid this room, she wanted more storage for her home. And this area was just viewed, all she had were windows that went up and she could see the neighbors. And she wanted a little bit more privacy along with space. So she created this, and there's lots of opportunity. You could just expand your room out if you wanted to, not a big deal, right? But she put up these curtains so that it's nice and hidden for you. Look at the space of this room. 3,500 plus living square feet, eastern exposure, lakefront, Kings Lake, minutes to downtown, low HOA fees. You can have pets in the community, and you can rent the home 12 times a year at a minimum of 30 days with each rental. This is taking you back into the entryway, that front room. And I'm going to take you out back so you can see the back. Here is the backyard space. Beautiful. There is just under 1/3 of an acre, just over 1/4 of an acre. So you've got nice space here. Like I said, you could add a pool. There is room. You have a lovely paved walkway. You can put up your grill over here, entertain and watch the sun and the beautiful Florida nights. If you have any questions about the property or would like to make an appointment, please reach out.